Guys, welcome back to Faith in the Journey. I told you guys that I would do another video. And so real quick, I got a word from the Lord for some of you guys. It's not going to be for everyone, but it is for some of you. And the Lord is saying this season, you need some space to be able to grow to your full potential. You need space to be able to grow to your full potential. And so you may find yourself in a season, in this season, where people are being a little bit distant, right? And it's not intentional. It is the Lord's doing because he needs to elevate you. And in order to elevate you, he has to separate you, right? He has to separate you. And so you're going to find that people are a bit distant, and it's not because they have any ought against you. It's not because they have an issue with you. It's just the way that the Lord is working things together in this season so that he can get you to himself, right? I've been in this season. I know what it's like. And sometimes if we have an issue of abandonment, we tend to take it personally. If we have an issue with neglect, we tend to take it personally. If we have issues with insecurities, we tend to take it personally. And so if you find yourself taking it personally, do an inventory check and go into prayer and seek the face of the Lord to find out what are the issues that he's trying to work out of you in this season in order so that he can elevate you, right? The one thing that the Lord brought to my attention this morning when he gave me this word is the way that plants grow, right? And not specifically how they grow, but how they need to be planted, right? And so I had not hydrangeas. What is that, Lord? I can't remember the name of the plant. I don't have a green thumb, you guys. And so I can't remember the name of the plant I had in my flower bed. But it was a plant, very pretty plant. It blooms so big, white and fluffy, and it's just gorgeous, right? But when you plant this plant, and I didn't know it at the time when it was planted, when you plant it, you have to plant it 3 feet away from every other plant around it. It needs its space. And if that plant does not have the space that it needs, what happens is it will begin to suffocate. And that's what the Lord is saying. He says you need your space, because if you suffocate, then you cannot grow. And if this plant doesn't have the space that it needs, and if the soil that is padded on it is too heavy, if the soil is not loose enough or is packed too tightly, it will suffocate it. And what will happen is now when you water it, when you water that plant, when you water the soil, is that it starts because there isn't good airflow. That's it. Because there isn't good airflow, when you water the soil, it now grows a fungus. And it grows a fungus on the root that will begin to travel up the shaft of the plant, and it will contaminate all the leaves. And so that's what happens when you see the white layer of powdery substance on a plant, on its leaf. It's because it has now grown a fungus on it. And the Lord says that now it is contaminated. And what happens is it runs the risk of contaminating the other plants around it, if they are also planted too close. And so the Lord is saying in this season, I have to separate you in order to elevate you. I do not want you to be contaminated. I want you to get into my presence. I want you to hear what I'm saying. I want you to grow. I want you to flourish. And then so in order for the Lord to allow you to grow in this season to the point where you bloom and you are flourishing in the presence of the Lord, he has to separate you. You need the space. And so do not feel discouraged in this season if you notice that people are kind of drifting away from you. Just because you're going to do well alone in this season doesn't mean you're going to stay alone, right? And so that's what the Lord wants you to understand. This is only for a season, and it is for your good. And so embrace it. Embrace what the Lord is doing in your life in this season. Seek his face like never before. and grow, because as he waters you, nothing will contaminate you and you will flourish, right? People will not contaminate you and you will flourish. You will be able to hear the Lord. You will be able to address everything that he wants you to address, and you will flourish. And when you come up and when you come out for air and everyone sees you, they're going to notice that there is something different about you. They're going to notice that glow. And it's because you've been in the presence of the Lord and you've been by yourself with him. You've been separated so that you could be elevated. And so that is the word for today. Separate to elevate. You need your space in order to grow. That is what the Lord wants you to understand. You need your space in order to grow. And so get away with him. Spend that time with him. Be watered, right? Allow him to give the increase. And then just grow, just flourish. And you've got to do it now. Hurry up and get this season done, right? Because as we go into 2022, my God, the Lord has great things in store for his people. And it is preparation time. So allow him to prepare you for the increase that is coming. You do not want to miss out on the increase that is coming. And in order for you to receive it, you have to be prepared. In order for him to prepare you, he has to separate you in order to elevate you so that you are not contaminated, right? You're not contaminated from those around you. You need your space in order to grow. And so don't be despiteful of this season that you are in. It is a good season. It is a good place to see. And so don't allow the spirit of loneliness to come in. Don't allow the spirit of abandonment to take over or neglect to come in. I don't care what the enemy is saying. Listen, the Lord is doing it for your good. He wants to elevate you, so he has to separate you. Go ahead. Have faith in the journey, guys. God bless. Take care. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye-bye.